On a snowbound day in Atlanta, play a little song of quite the story told to me by my friend Brooks Eason. Let me tell you a story about a girl and her boy. A little Grace, a little boy. About a girl and her boy. A girl and her boy. When baby boy Francis was born in this world, Julie had to give him away. And the weight of that sorrow just weighed on that girl, giving baby boy Francis away. Margaret and Paul lived in Tupelo, and they dreamed of a boy of their own. Down in New Orleans was baby boy Francis, and they brought that baby boy home. Oh, Julie did not forsake that boy, though you never saw it that way. When you surrendered your baby boy Francis, gave him the whole world that day. Margaret and Paul loved that baby so much, more than found fortune or fame. They loved every bit of the way that he was, yes, and all that they changed was his name. So baby boy Francis up to be Brooks, yes, and he grew up in goodness and light. And the love of that boy for his mama and daddy, well, it lit up the heavens at night. Don't you see now, Julie, you did not forsake that boy, though you never saw it that way. When you surrendered your baby boy Francis, gave him the whole world that day. Time passes on and the boy is a man, and time brings Brooks' daughters and son, and everything fits like a part of the planet. Time as she races and runs. Meanwhile, the girl with the weight of the world, well, she fell through a hole in the glass. Never got over the giving away, no, and she never knew what came to pass. Don't you see now, Julie? Saw it that way. When you surrendered your baby boy Francis, gave him the whole world that day. Julie returned to her roots back in Tulsa, where oil and gas run their course. Her grandfather's will tried to bring Julie closer to trace of an old man's remorse. He left a trust for the poor Julie and her brother there. how that it lies. No, no, Julie, you did not forsake that boy. No, you never saw it that way. When you surrendered your baby boy Francis, gave him the whole world that day. One day the bottle just swallowed up Julie and leaves her to die on her own. The trust that was left her now goes to her brother, 'cause she has no issue that's known. But she left a will to a will with a secret life, footprints we find on the sand. She had a baby, a boy in New Orleans, and she had to let go of his hand. I know that Julie did not forsake that boy. Though you never saw it that way. When you surrendered your baby boy Francis, gave him the whole world that day. Lawyers were hired to search for her issue, boy, that you never had known. That's how the lawyers, they came to call Daddy and asked about Brooks on the phone. They told him her story, said they were appointed to send out a search for her son. They sounded vital, said baby boy Francis, and they thought that Brooks was the one. But you see now, Julie, you did not forsake that boy. No, you never saw it that way. When you surrendered your baby boy Francis, you gave him the whole world that day. Daddy called Brooks and they both were astonished, and Brooks put the pieces in place. Brooks called Julie's brother and he sent him a picture, and Brooks cried when he first saw her face. All that he knew was the grace of this world that had carried him on his way. He threw his arms round the heart of his family that came from the giving away. Don't you see now, Julie, you did not forsake that boy. And though you never saw it that way.